A long, long time ago begins this story of a woman called Amrita, whose love of trees was legendary. How her village sprouted trees in the middle of the desert was a mystery. But Amrita showed such courage in shielding her trees that she became a giant of history. For generations, Amrita's family had lived in the Indian desert called Thar, where the sun blazes mercilessly and sand is all you see from afar. But come closer and you will see standing the sturdy khejari tree, whose yellow blossoms and emerald leaves make a shady canopy. Amrita and her friends grew up playing under this wondrous tree. They hugged it like a friend because without it, what would we be? With its feathery leaves, they would tickle each other and giggle. A lesson in self-protection were its little thorns like a sickle. When Amrita grew up and had daughters of her own, she taught them the same lesson. Protect the trees like your own. They continued the tradition of caring for their tree friends, and trees in turn showered them with shade and blossoms. But one day, when Amrita was home with her 3 daughters, she heard loud noises. Was the village invaded by looters? The king of Jodhpur had sent an army of men bearing axes to chop down the khejari trees to fuel the royal furnaces. But how did they stand up to the men with axes? Were they able to save the trees from becoming wood stacks? Could there be a happy ending? Could there be a good outcome? When some are determined to see the life of trees undone? It was not easy. It took a lot of courage for Amrita and the villagers to face this challenge. They each embraced a tree with all their might. Tree hugging was their peaceful way to fight. "CHIPKO!" Amrita yelled to her daughters 3. "Hug tight a tree, no matter what comes to be." The soldiers froze in mid-action and stood amazed. Risking the lives of children for trees? Surely this woman was crazed. "Move now or lose your head," threatened a soldier swinging his axe. "If we move now, there will be nothing left to stand for," was Amrita's counterattack. "Then prepare to die," said the soldier with no ounce of mercy. And he brought down his axe on Amrita, then her daughters, without pity. As Amrita and her daughters collapsed to the ground, "CHIPKO!" roared the villagers and circled the trees all around. A single woman's courage inspired a whole community. They were now all united in the face of this adversity. The news of this carnage travelled fast to the king. In disbelief, he heard what happened to Amrita and her kin. He ordered his soldiers to immediately withdraw. The cutting of khejari trees was banned by law. How brave were Amrita and her daughters to take a stand, to protect their trees for the good of their land. But if you lack the courage to offer such a big sacrifice, is there something else you can do which has a lesser price? Every little act can make a difference and be a great way to start. Here are some things you can do to play your part. Save every drop of water and use only what you need, so that future generations don't frown upon our greed. Say no to plastic and reduce the waste we create, so our soil and oceans can once again regenerate. Live by the mantra of reduce, reuse, and recycle. Without this, our planet will become uninhabitable.